Our Bible reading today is in Genesis chapter 6 and 7. Have you ever had to trust someone even when you didn't understand their plan? Trusting God when things don't make sense can be hard, but that's exactly what Noah had to do. In Genesis 6, the world had become so corrupt that God was grieved by humanity's wickedness. When the Lord saw all of the wickedness and how it was widespread across the earth, the Bible says the Lord regretted that he had made man on the earth, and he was grieved. Yet even in this dark time, there was hope. Somehow Noah found favor with the Lord. Noah stood out because he walked faithfully with God when no one else did. God gave him this amazing assignment to build an ark and save his family from the coming flood. Can you imagine how strange that must have sounded to Noah? People mocked Noah, but Noah obeyed anyway. In Genesis 6:22, it says that he did everything that God had commanded him. He built the ark, and that ark wasn't just a boat. It was God's protection. It was God's provision. In Genesis 7, the rains came just as were promised. His family and the animals were safe on the ark because Noah trusted and obeyed God. For 40 days and 40 nights, the rains came and beat along on the boat, and it brought chaos all around them. But here's what I want you to know. There's going to be seasons where you feel like the rains are beating up on you. And for 40 days and 40 nights, and you feel like it's never going to stop. Here's what I want to encourage you. God still gives protection. He still gives provision. What do? How do we react? How do we respond? Over and over in the Bible, we find that the people throughout the scriptures that recognize God's blessing and his provision, what did they do? They walked in obedience to what God had told them. So sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it feels like life is going so crazy and there's chaos all around you and you feel like you're all alone. You feel like maybe even God has forgotten about you. Even if it's difficult and if it's challenging, I want to encourage you. Continue to walk in obedience. Pray and ask God to provide you an ark that can provide protection from the storm, an ark that can carry you to safety, an ark that can bring hope. Because here's what I want you to know. God is still in the business of answering prayer. God is still in the business of caring for his people. But the hard thing is, when you're in the storm, it's trusting God's plan. And so no matter what the storm is for you, or maybe someone you love, someone you care about, I want to encourage you. Walk in obedience. Walk in obedience and allow God to move in ways that are so unordinary and unexpected. You can trust him even when the rains are beating upon you.